Hey guys, it's Erin. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to do a what's on my iPhone video. I just thought it'd be cool to show you guys what's on it, maybe, I don't know. I actually forgot to mention, I'm so sorry if I keep looking in the viewfinder. The viewfinder is on this side of the camera, and I just like to make sure I'm centered or not looking like, I don't know. It's not that I want to look at myself, because if I did, then I wouldn't be filming this at all. But I just wanted to make sure that I was leaving enough space on the side to put my phone. I'm really trying to get better at it, so yeah, don't kill me for that, please.
So I'm editing right now, and I just noticed that I'm really out of focus, so I'm really sorry for that.
And a little disclaimer, since I have a new iPhone, I don't want you guys to think that I'm spoiled in any sense whatsoever. I had this phone for the past 3-ish years. I had it since the summer before freshman year, and now it's senior year, and I wasn't supposed to get a new phone until summer after this year. So just so you guys know, I lived with this phone for a really long time and I wasn't planning to get a new one, but then when this one came out, I thought I was gonna get the 11, and I just decided to get the Pro because I'd had this one for so long, and this one's in pretty good condition too. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I actually have the iPhone 11 Pro in gold, and I have this clear case on it that I just ordered off of Amazon that I might change. I kind of want the Apple like pink silicone one. Okay, so this is my wallpaper. It's just a picture that I don't want to go too much into, but it's just a picture. And then when you open it, on my first page, I have the calendar app, photos, camera, FaceTime, settings, contacts, and in this miscellaneous folder, it's just kind of like random stuff that I didn't know what to do with because I don't use this stuff that often, so I just kind of threw it into there. It's all the default iPhone apps type of thing. Weather, I actually use weather a lot. I check the weather every morning before I go to school, so I know whether or not I'm gonna freeze. I also have mail, which I'm so proud of myself for cleaning out. I had like 17,000 emails in there one time, so. And then I also have, you know, just the normal alarms, which I have so many alarms. It's kind of sad. I need to clean those out because I've been working on cleaning things out this year, so we're trying my best. I also have the Safari app reminders that I use a lot too. I think those are amazing for getting your life together if you want to be more productive, if you want to remember things more. I always set reminders for things. The App Store, podcasts, which I was really into at the end of junior year. This year I've been listening to music on the way to school and on the way home instead of podcasts, but last year I was really into them. My favorite one was the What We Said podcast by JC Marie and Chelsea, sorry. I also have the Notes app. That one's super helpful. I'm not going to open that because I use that so much. Maps, the Apple Maps one. Google Calendar, which I use for my family because we all synced up a calendar. So if I'm trying to make plans, then I know, oh, I have a doctor's appointment this day or whatever, like I'm not free this day. I also have WhatsApp, which we had to use when my dad was out of the country on a business trip to contact him, because back then we didn't have international service, and since then we've just kept it because our service is still spotty in some areas even though we switched. I have Google Maps, which someone told me was supposed to be really good instead of the Apple Maps, so I'm not sure if it is or not. I don't know. I haven't started driving yet, so I'm supposed to figure that out myself. I also have this app called First 5, which is a devotional app because I'm Christian, so I will just use this during my youth groups, and I really like this app because it's so visually pleasing. Don't come at me, I know like not everyone's Christian, but I just thought I'd show you. This app is just really pretty, and that's why I kept it on my phone. We also use it in my youth groups, as I said. On the second page, I also have 4 folders on the top, my 4 main folders, and then just some kind of random apps scattered at the bottom that I didn't know where to put. So usually I stick things in folders if I either don't want to use them or I just don't want to see them, like they're not a main app that I want to use. So on the top one, for social, I have Messenger, Facebook, Snapchat, Pinterest, which I actually use Pinterest a lot, so I'm surprised that hasn't made its way out of my folder, but now it's just kind of muscle memory to go to Pinterest in there. If you want to follow my Snapchat or add me on Snapchat, I don't use Snapchat, can you tell? My user is Erin with 2 eyes. My Pinterest is going to be right here. I think it's Erin Kwan, but I'm not sure yet. So I'll have to check on that. I also have Instagram followers, which I know is super petty of me, but you know, you gotta detox people sometimes. I also have this app called which is basically this app that lets you plan your feed for Instagram. So instead of having a second account, you can just put all of your pictures onto here, and you can load a ton of them at once and then switch them around. I don't really use it because I don't plan my feed that far ahead, but I would like to one day because I want to start posting more this year. I also have the Elfster app, which is just this really helpful app that my family and friends use because it's like a wish list app and you can friend people on it and see their wish list, and then when you are on someone else's wish list you can mark it as mark it as purchased, and everyone else can see it but except the person that the gift is for. So it's really helpful because we all just kind of are able to coordinate what gifts to get for each other without having to do too much work. I also have this app called Zeme, which I never use. I downloaded it because you're supposed to be able to connect with like college people. Not really, that's kind of weird, but it's like an app where you can talk to people who are going through the application process or who are already in college, and it's just by school. Some chats are really inactive and some chats are way too active, so I don't recommend it right now. I was really going to delete it, but since college decisions are coming out in March, I wanted to have it for then because I might want to look for a roommate or something. The next folder is school, so it's all the boring stuff. So I have Google Classroom, Google Docs, GroupMe, Google Drive, School Loop, which is what like my grade app thing is, Google Translate, Quizlet, a VPN that I don't really use anymore, and MeWe, which we don't use at all anymore. Next folder is just kind of miscellaneous stuff, I guess, but I put it in school because these are things that entertain me during school or that I don't like. For example, the Flow app. If you're a girl, you know what this is. It's like a period tracker, so I have that under school because I don't like school, therefore it's in that folder. I also have Animal Crossing and Mario Kart and TikTok because those are things that could potentially entertain me during school, which I'm really bad about. I really should be paying attention in class, but I'm either playing Mario Kart or like on Instagram. I'm trying to avoid getting addicted to TikTok because once I open it, I know I'm stuck there forever. So that's why it's in a folder. The next one is burning like money, burning cash. I don't know. I named it. I don't know. I thought it was being clever at the time. I have Jamba Juice, Amazon, Starbucks, Urban Outfitters, Yelp, Think Dirty, which is this app I found from the What We Said podcast. It's about your skincare stuff, and it'll tell you about the ingredients and rate it based on its cleanliness. They don't have a lot of stuff on it, to be honest. So the Uniqlo app, Pink Nation, and T-Mobile Tuesdays. So I don't typically use most of these apps. Sometimes maybe if I'm like trying to entertain myself, but the ones I use the most are probably Amazon and Yelp. The next folder is editing, so this is like my Camera Connect app, connects my camera, and it's good for when I'm taking pictures because they'll give you a live like thing on your screen, I don't know what it's called, and then you can fix the settings on your phone. So if I'm taking pictures of myself or like I'm in a group picture, it's just so much easier to take it that way instead of setting up a timer and running over. And then I have Snapseed, Visco. If you want to follow me in Visco, my user will be right here. I'm pretty sure it's Erin Kwan, Erin K Kwan. I'm not sure which one it is because I don't remember my socials at all. I also have Lightroom, Unfold. Unfold's this app that you use to edit your Instagram stories, and I don't really use it that often. I have InShot, which is a video editor to add like effects and stuff that I used for my intro, but I haven't used it for any of my videos. I also have iMovie, Fonto, and Canva, and Fonto and Canva are just what I use for like my thumbnails. Below it are just all my miscellaneous apps, so I have the Life 360 app, which my family uses as a tracking device instead of Find My Friends. I also have the Bible app because, again, I'm Christian, so it's just nice to have it on my phone when I'm at like church or whatever in case I forget my Bible. I also have Spotify, which I use a lot. If you want to follow me on Spotify, it'll be right here. I've really been into Loud recently. So good. So good. And then Conan Gray. I've loved Conan Gray for the past 3 years, and I haven't been to any of his concerts, and it kills me. The YouTube app, Netflix, Disney Plus. I'm actually using my friend's account for Disney Plus because she has a free year off of like her carrier, so she just gave it to her friend. So I don't have Disney Plus, my friend does. I also have Gmail and Libby. This is like an online ebook kind of library. My friend and I really love reading, so we always talk about books, and this one time she came to me and she was like, I found this app and you could check out books. So I was like, what? So basically you put in your library card information and it'll just connect you to your library, and I guess they issue like different ebook copies. It's just scary because it could be overdue if you don't turn it in time, and then I don't know how the process goes if it's overdue. So that's kind of scary, but I like using it to read previews of certain books before I buy the book. So recently I read the Screw Tape Letters. I know people don't like reading, but I love reading, so it's such a big part of my life. And then I just have All Recipes, which I talked about in my old video. When you open it, there's just all these different recipes on it that they recommend for you. So a lot of them are vegetarian. I think when you first set up your account, you can choose the preferences of your diet. On the side, you just have all these different options, and somewhere there'll be somewhere to like show you where your saved recipes are. I think it's more helpful for me when I have to make my own food during break. Otherwise my mom just makes food. And then I have the YouTube Studio app. And at the bottom, I never really went over that. I have my phone app, my iTunes app, which I have all Conan Gray downloaded. Let me show you that. Because I have a ton of iTunes gift cards I need to use up. I don't use Apple Music. I'm not that bougie, I'm sorry. And then I also have my Messages app and Instagram. Instagram's at the bottom because that is what I use all the time. Like, all the time. It's ridiculous. I'm always on Instagram, so follow me there too, because that's where I actually put most of my pictures and am most active on. So follow me on Instagram. It's a good time on there. That's pretty much what's on my iPhone. I also forgot to go over my wallpaper. It's like a blue color swatch. I found it on Pinterest, by the way. I like to have my wallpapers per season. Around Christmas season, I had, I think, a picture of me, like a place with a lot of lights, so that was like my Christmas themed wallpaper, and then the front page was a watercolor painting of like Christmas related things. And so now that that's over, I switched it out to this watercolor swatch maybe of blue tones, because that's what I think of when I think of January. My lock screen is just not seasonal. I really tried, but I don't have enough winter pictures from this year, so we're at a loss for that. I've been trying to manage my notifications well, so I think I've been pretty successful in doing that, because I just try to not have so many of those on there. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below other videos you guys want me to do, because I'm always looking for new content to post, so let me know what video I should do next. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like me and you like my videos, which I only have 2, but hopefully some of you guys will like me because I'm really trying here. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.